Primal Sports Center. I'm your host, Dale.
And I'm Kane the Shrub Watson. We're back like we never left. Sorry for our absence last week, but the show must go on. And the greatest show on earth is going on right now in Qatar. FIFA 2022 World Cup. Wow, exciting. Just finished a nail-biting, exciting match. But, I mean, from the tournament kickoff till now, wow, why does this keep every 4 years?
Yes.
Wow, I wouldn't mind this every year, but I mean...
You don't want water.
Yeah, can't water it down, but I mean...
Years, bring that big up value to the tournament.
Or just, it's worth... It is definitely worth the wait, and it is not disappointing at all. It is, I mean, nothing short of exciting, and the group stage is over right now, and we're now in the round of 16 knockout phase. Where 2 round of 16 matches completed early on. Netherlands winning 3-1, defeating the USA. Argentina holding out Australia 2-1 victors. So, I mean, Netherlands and Argentina will play off this Friday in the first quarterfinal matchup. Before we delve into the round of 16 matches and see who will play who, let's look back on the group stages, and that is nothing short of a lot of upsets, to say the least.
And you know, the first upset was Argentina.
Losing to Saudi Arabia. And still coming out on top in the group.
Yes.
I mean, but a lot of Argentina fans and Messi haters were out there saying, hey, you can't be the GOAT.
After that first match, man, it was
on edge, yeah. Everybody was saying, oh, everybody panicking. But things back to normal now. Argentina in full swing. Still not finished off chances. But, I mean... They are my favorites to win the World Cup, but I mean, we have the likes of France, Brazil, still left, Portugal. Yeah. You pick England from day one. I mean, next week this time, I don't think you'll still have that pick.
Let us see.
Going with the Senegalese probably, but I'm sure this round will probably have upsets as well. But
yeah, we see the big 4-time champion.
Germany bowing out early, losing to Japan.
Again.
Back-to-back World Cups. But Japan, the surprise team so far, beating both Spain and Germany in their group to top the group.
I told you that Japan was going to come out of this group, but I had picked Japan and Germany. And I thought that Germany would have probably come good this time around, but it is what it is. And Spain playing good football though. Not bad.
Yeah, to me, Spain kind of let up that group a bit to go into a better half.
You think Spain
gave
up that goal?
Yeah, because to Spain come out the group and play Croatia. Not to say Morocco is a lowly team, because Morocco is playing good with Hakim Ziyech, which is one of the players of the tournament, if you ask me. Yeah. And Morocco is a team to watch, but can Morocco really win the World Cup? I don't really see it. No. Out of the 16 teams now, 14 teams left, because we see USA booking Delta Airlines going home now.
Yes, and long way back home.
Australia going up back home now, but with 40 teams left, which team do you realistically see winning the World Cup? Do you see a Morocco winning the World Cup?
No.
Do you see a Switzerland winning the World Cup?
No.
I see teams with the match winners winning the World Cup. Do you see Japan winning the World Cup?
No, but I think...
Do you see South Korea winning the World Cup?
No, but I think an upset.
The upset will definitely happen.
I think Japan have a chance against Croatia on Monday.
So what about South Korea?
It's going to be tough.
No chance against Brazil?
Well, if
imagine a quarterfinal with Japan and South Korea. Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
But we saw Spain and Germany almost boiling out in the group stages.
At the 70th minute in that game, because both teams playing at the same time. At the 70th minute, Japan was top in the group and Costa Rica was second.
Yes.
Can you imagine Japan and Costa Rica? Costa Rica, after losing the first match, 7-0, representing our region, the CONCACAF, could have possibly made it to the next round. Had Germany down 2-1 after the 70th minute.
It's a lot of upsets.
Yeah. I think the football,
quality football, but as you said before, for me, you have to have a match winner on your team.
You have to have a match winner.
You have to have that player that can create a mismatch. Yeah. You know, that player that have the defense.
And we see teams with more than one match winners, because Netherlands today, with both left back and wing back, will cause havoc against Argentina. Dumfries was man of the match. Plays in Italy for Inter Milan. And we see Memphis Depay up front, Gakpo, one of the leading goal scorers. So they have players all over the park, Frankie de Jong, all these big names in the team. Argentina, we know the greatest player of all time plays for Argentina. Lionel Messi. The GOAT is still there and he has helped, but you see where the not finish of the chance to Lautaro Martinez, and it's reminiscent of past World Cups where Higuain, not finishing chances, Palacios, to name a few.
Let me ask you this: you think without Di Maria, Argentina can win this World Cup?
I think Demer is a big X factor, but he can't stay fit. But he has a couple of days. The next match, I think it's Friday at 2:00.
Yeah.
They play Netherlands.
And some time to recover.
Recover, the top physios. So to even have him out there for 60 minutes would be good, and he can break down defenses, and he's strong on the wing.
Yes. I don't think Argentina can win this World Cup without Di Maria.
Some of the teams are plagued with injuries. You see Brazil, Gabriel Jesus is out. We see Neymar sitting out the last two matches. Danilo is injured. Mm-hmm. So with Argentina, the ball is injured. Everybody's asking why the ball is not playing. He's not fully 90-minute match fit to play.
Let us look at Brazil. Brazil is in a different situation than Argentina. I think Brazil have more than one replacement.
Yeah, man, Brazil team is deep.
Yes, it's much. It's a deep.
But I think Brazil will go as far as Vinicius Junior takes them. Vinicius Junior is the key to that team, and also Casemiro.
I've been bigging up that youth, but my baller still right now is Mr. Anthony.
Yeah, Anthony. Anthony enough to see the pitch. Not going anywhere.
I tell you this. They're going to need that guy
at some point
within this tournament. At some point, they're going to need that little winger. At some point. No. He's a penetrating player, and he's another X factor. He can draw 2 or 3 players towards him.
So far, how far do you see Brazil going?
I think Brazil, based on the, I think it looking towards Argentina, Brazil
semifinals. Wow, can you imagine that?
I think Brazil will get the better of South Korea.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely think so, and I think Argentina.
You get the better of Netherlands.
Yeah.
That would be the quarterfinal round, but I mean, you have to get in the quarterfinal round, and the ball is definitely around. And we see where these teams play compact and know how to hold out teams. We see Brazil where they score most of their goals in the second half.
Yes.
And we see where Japan plays better in the second half as well.
What's your thoughts on this World Cup in terms of tactically? How you think these teams are playing? I think it's impressive.
Yeah, a lot of
the approach.
Well coached.
Yes,
well coached.
They play to their strengths. They know that they can't really possess the ball. They have the structure and the way they play. I'm very impressed. Yeah. Normally, they have a bag of goals.
Even the African teams.
Yes.
I had no African teams coming out their groups, and you have 2. Morocco top in the group, and Senegal coming out their group. Coming back to my predictions, I only had 1 group correct. We had 2 come out. I have most of the group winners in that order, which is.
The big favorite was Denmark. Well, not big favorites, but
underdogs, dark horses.
Had them
as a dark horse. Yeah.
Denmark is out as well.
Then I think Denmark is ranked in the top 10 in the world.
Yeah, Belgium. Well, that Belgium team Lukaku was injured.
Honestly, I didn't have Germany or Belgium going for. I had Canada coming out of that group with Croatia, but Canada didn't play up to par.
I thought that they played well, but
in spurts.
Yes, I thought they played well. They represented the region, in my opinion. But at that level, they can't be making those type of mistakes.
No.
They're playing a little bit too open at times. When you come to the World Cup, you have to, as I always tell Peter, the defense line is so important at work.
Because we see where everybody's looking at the attacking players, but Argentina and Brazil is doing remarkably well defensively.
Yes.
Up to yesterday, Brazil was the only team to not concede a goal. They conceded and lost 1-0 to Cameroon late, but
Switzerland as well. I think Switzerland
defensively
is a good
combat. That Portugal-Switzerland match, would it be an upset if Switzerland beat Portugal? It will be an upset, so to say.
A slight upset, but in my eyes.
Switzerland is a compact team.
Yes.
And I had Serbia coming out that group.
Oh, Serbia, yeah.
But Switzerland, is a top tier team as well, clinching that match 3-2. It was 2-2 at halftime, coming back scoring early and then defending most of that match.
Switzerland has always represented themselves well at World Cup.
So it probably wouldn't be much of an upset if Switzerland beat Portugal. No. But we'll look at the brackets and we see where it's set up for a mouth-watering quarterfinal where I think Brazil, Croatia, Netherlands, Argentina, England, France. That would be a good matchup. I wouldn't mind Senegal winning. and Spain, Portugal.
So you give Poland
Neighbors, Iberian Peninsula.
yeah. So
I have Portugal.
You give Poland no chance tomorrow against France.
Right now, everybody has a chance going through. 90 minutes
with
football.
That 6-4 keeper, that big keeper.
Yeah, it keeps from my club side, Juventus, Chesney. I mean, and they have a match with Lewandowski. You see France now, another team play with the injuries, but playing well. They lost to Tunisia, but I mean, they already qualified for that round.
Yeah, most of the starters.
Mbappe coming back, running. Mbappe probably winning the golden boot. France should go deep. Griezmann playing well. So, I mean, France, Poland, but I need to pick an upset. I can't go straight forward with all these matches. It just looks straightforward. Spain winning, Portugal winning, England winning, France winning to set up that quarterfinal run. An upset have to be there.
Switzerland.
Right now, I feel like I want to go with South Korea.
Over Brazil. well, if Neymar is not playing.
It doesn't matter who playing.
Okay.
I think Vinicius Jr. is the key. The Koreans, to me, haven't played brilliant football yet.
No,
but
not yet.
I would prefer Uruguay to come out that group. I think Uruguay would have been a better matchup. But I mean, they didn't do enough to come out the group. But honestly speaking, I don't see much upsets. I see Croatia beating Japan with Modric on the field.
You're not an England fan, because England not really playing that well, though.
No, but Senegal
is too open.
Yeah, too open.
Yeah. That's a problem with the African team.
Yeah.
They
want to outscore you and just they want to win 3-2.
That don't win championships.
4-3. It's hard to have that game plan to it. All right.
Yeah.
Mega outscore you. Come on, teams need to win 1-love, 2-love.
England is my team, but I'm a little bit.
No, England's the team for this World Cup.
For this World Cup.
Yeah. Team is Italy and they're not in the World Cup. But
for this World Cup. But I think the upset can be Switzerland. I'm going with
Switzerland.
For the round of 16 upset.
Yeah. So you don't see Morocco and in Spain. Morocco will be Spain trouble.
Spain is a young team.
Yeah.
Spain is a young team. Wow.
But can you imagine Morocco, Switzerland quarterfinal? Something will happen, and to me, this World Cup having predictions, and I'm usually good at predictions.
I'm going with Switzerland though, but it's wrong.
Switzerland.
Yeah, man.
I'm trying to. I'm siding with you, but I just see the match winners.
I think Morocco can beat Spain.
Zayek is a match winner.
It is very possible.
Zayek is a match winner.
Yeah.
Spain wanted this matchup, so they got it. Usually, when you ask for, when we go table tennis tournament and be like, all right, I want Peter. Or Peter would say, I want Kane. Him usually don't last and reach the round to see Kane because I'm usually in the finals waiting on them. Yes, so, I mean, usually, so Spain, to me, dropping that much and not topping the group.
They know what they want.
I know what they want. They want Morocco. Morocco might give them, what you might call you, what was sweet, yo? Go sour, yo. Yeah. Radam. So, it's hard to go with Morocco, though. Yeah, I have to go with the name sides, but I'm going out on a limb and saying Senegal, France. Senegal would upset Spain over England. Portugal, Spain. Brazil. I'm just joking. Brazil will beat South Korea. Brazil, Croatia. Argentina, Netherlands.
And Croatia will definitely go to over Japan.
I think Croatia will beat Japan.
Yeah, Croatia is playing good football.
Yeah.
Croatia is playing good football.
Japan as well, but to me...
No, Croatia is playing good football.
I'm going to pick Croatia. And going further, I'm picking Croatia to go to the semifinals again. Croatia and Argentina again. Because Argentina lost 2 matches in the last World Cup to the both finalists, France and Croatia. And I think Argentina, Croatia, semifinals. And on the next side, France, Portugal. It's going to be an Argentina-France final, people. And then they're going to crown the GOAT. To me, he's already crowned, but, to the masses out there who think that he needs a World Cup. I mean, I watch a football, and this man is the greatest thing I've ever seen touch a football. And I have Argentina, France final, Argentina winning 2-1, Mbappe with a goal, Messi with a goal, and I think a defender will score for Argentina. And Argentina winning the final 2-1. But I mean, we have a lot more football to play, and I think we're rushing it a bit because I need to take it back to the group stages where if you look back on the group stages, my predictions, I had Netherlands coming out to the group with Ecuador.
Yeah.
Netherlands and Senegal come out. I got Netherlands. Most people got the group winners, but you're telling me the next group, I had Argentina, Mexico, CONCACAF. Wow, that was drama filled. I mean, Mexico had it in their hands to qualify just to score one more goal. Argentina got chances as well to put through, but to have your faith in your hands and bowing out in that fashion, and we swear Mexico has been perennial quarterfinalists, round of 16, always going through from the 70s coming straight up. So I had Argentina, Mexico coming out.
Yeah.
Argentina and Poland came out.
Yeah,
I had Spain and Germany coming out.
Spain and Germany.
Japan and Spain come out.
Yeah.
I mean, that just threw them out. I had Croatia and Canada. I had Belgium going home.
I had Belgium.
I had Belgium, but Croatia and Morocco. Morocco, surprise team of the tournament so far as well. I had Brazil and Uruguay. No, sorry, Brazil and who came out? Serbia.
Serbia.
But Switzerland came. That was a tough matchup. Yeah, I could go with Switzerland as well. It was close. I would know it was between one of those two.
Yeah, the weakest team to have gone through the group stage, I think, is Poland.
I would say USA.
No, I think Poland is the weakest team.
I would say USA is
they
the
have
weakest
a
team.
good goalkeeper and stuff, but I think and a good striker. But I think Poland is the weakest team. And you know, kind of fortunate still. Mexico.
Yeah.
They're kind of fortunate. But I think when I look back at it, I think Poland is.
Yeah, Poland really come playing football, so good football, top quality football.
Yeah, they don't play. Yeah, they had a good goalkeeper. You know, that could keep them in the game. Tons of saves and so keep them in the game. But it should have been Mexico, but the ball is round and that's how it goes. Yeah, so I think France should run over them tomorrow.
Hey, it's gonna be tough. I had England USA. That's the only group I got right. England USA coming out the group.
Yeah.
Only group I got the winner and the second place right. I had France and Denmark. Nobody could tell me they had France and Australia.
No.
Nobody. Not even.
Yeah.
Peter could have later on. He would tell me France. Yeah, I know. Crazy predictions. No. I had France and Denmark coming out.
Yeah. Nobody had
France and Australia coming out. Wow. I mean, I had, as I said, Portugal and Uruguay coming out, and Portugal and South Korea came out. That was close as well. I mean.
Oh, you see the big man playing it down in Portugal, Ronaldo.
When
kind of look old.
When you say big man, you have to be careful.
The man looks slow.
But it's definitely a match winner.
It's a match winner, but man watch the man is a shot at himself.
I see my claim goal. It's a ball, touch a follow climb here and all that thing there.
You don't think that ball? I think the ball touch him still.
I don't think so.
Breeze, maybe it's a breeze in field still.
And I see a lot of dubious calls in the World Cup as well.
Yeah, we're gonna touch on that.
Uruguay, flipping up over here.
Ask you first. You think VAR is messing up the football? Is it a good thing or is it a bad thing? You think VAR is a good thing?
VAR is necessary. It's the people applying the VAR is the problem. Just like how I think football on a whole is too subjective. I see where we're roughing a match. If Tory are roughing a match, you might call a foul on something and I don't call a foul. And the game is dependent on that too much. We see where people take throw-ins further up the pitch. People take free kicks further up the pitch. A ball is deemed, even the first match with Argentina and Saudi Arabia, Lautaro Martinez's goal should have stand and Argentina should have went up 2-0. And to me, that would have killed off the match and, would have saved less drama. But, I mean, it still played out how we're Argentina top the group. But the offside that they call and the ruling is that you can't score the forehand. So he was the lean. And then his shoulder, which you can't score it, was in line with the player's foot. Yeah. Which would have him onside. But the lean now, his hand was in an offside position. But you can't score the hand. So legally, he was onside. And then VAR showed it on the replay because the replay is good.
The
To have replay is good.
The hands. So you're saying that
The goal should have stand.
because the hand is not.
You can't score your hand.
Okay, so that's in the rule book.
Yeah, you cannot score your hand. So this part of your body cannot be.
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
This cannot be offside. So when you look back on the replay and by the ruling, he was onside and the goal should have stood and should have been 2-love. Drama. So the problem is not VAR because replay is good. Just like in lawn tennis to see if the ball is in or out. Cricket for a dismissal. I mean, with basketball now, they're going back to reviews for the last part of the game. So if we have this technology, use it. But who is in charge now? They need to apply the rules.
So you're saying that they made a mistake in that match?
They made a big blunder. Can you imagine Argentina going out to the World Cup because of that? Losing that match and then, the Messi fans, him disappointed at World Cup, and then that wouldn't be his fault. And it would come down on him and the team effort. But Saudi Arabia, hats off to them, they represented well and they played a good tournament and they have quality out there.
Yeah.
Scoring good goals. Even the last goal they scored against Mexico to finally send home Mexico. It was a good goal. And I said they scored 2 good goals against Argentina, against a runner play. And I mean, Argentina was just struggling, fighting against it to come back and couldn't come back. The big one to me was Japan beating Spain. Was that ball out?
The ball was in.
Ball was in based on the rules.
Yeah, based on the rules.
But not all rules. I don't agree with all rules.
Okay, so you think they should change that rule?
No, I mean, the rule is a rule. But to me, the ball, where the ball touched the pitch was outside.
Yeah, the ball touched on the outside of the pitch, but the circle, the rest of the ball was over the line.
Yeah.
So
by the rule it was in. But you look on this now. If it was lawn tennis and hit a shot and the imprint of the ball is out.
Yeah.
But yet still, a part of the ball can be over the line.
Yeah.
But where it touch
is out. Yeah.
The ball would be out.
Of course. Because lawn tennis have a different
rule.
Yeah.
But the rule in football, so if that was on the goal line and the ball roll over the line and the keeper goes so and pull it back and a part of the ball was still, I'm wondering if they would have called it a goal or not.
I think they would have gone by the rule. You see that? The only problem I have with VAR, is... And
I see they're calling some soft penalties. Messi, Argentina got 2 soft penalties.
Exactly.
Everybody know, I mean, Messi to me is the greatest football player. But I'm not being biased. Those were 2 soft penalties.
I have a problem with penalties. Sometimes you kick a ball and the ball... Why they stop giving indirects within the box? I think a lot of the calls, if somebody deliberately handle the ball, yes, that's a direct.
Yeah.
What if a person is accidentally, the ball come at speed and
it's still a handball.
They should bring back indirect free kick within the 18-yard box. Everything can be a penalty. Every little thing, incidental contact. There's a lot of soft penalties in this.
And the rules to me are based on what you think is a perception instead of rules. If the ball is in, if it's out, it's out. If it's a foul, it's a foul. But what is a foul? What is a handball? It's grey areas there in football that I think that it's tough to come up with the rules to govern everything.
At the end of the day, you're gonna have a human. There's gonna be some form of downside to any rule that you put in or anything. But I think
for football, definitely. For other sports, probably not.
It's still happening in other sports.
You tell me, which sport?
NBA, it still happens.
NBA is the next one too.
It's very subjective.
Very subjective. Sports are too subjective. You name another sport.
Oh, well, we know table tennis is table tennis and lawn tennis. These cricket. Sports is just straightforward. No, cricket is still.
No, if you foot over the ball line.
Yeah. Cricket have it down to a T now. Yeah. Cricket don't. I agree with you. Cricket have it to a T, but football, basketball, NFL, there's still a lot of things that are subjective. Yeah, man.
But
I think
VR is a good thing. And
I think I need to speed it up. I don't like the delay. I don't like the fact that you're playing and then you stop after about almost a minute.
What do you think about the added time given back?
finally they got something right. I think that the added time is important because of time wasting. Many a times teams go up 1-0 and everybody start to lie down on the carpet and faking injuries. I think that taking 2 minutes to throw one ball.
Yeah.
You understand what I mean? So the added on time,
I think football match last week.
You're cheating me still in as a fan, you know.
And I see where somebody is not in the play.
Yeah.
The player is nowhere near them. And the player chooses to lie down and stop the game.
Yeah.
Because injury. How can that be possible? The game stopped. Mark you the time, it should be given back, but those things kill momentum and players, teams, coaches use that as tactics.
Yeah.
And to me, that is unsportsmanlike. Borderline, it should be illegal.
That's not fair play.
I see where a player, the ball is coming in his direction. He's already on the ground in an injury.
Jump up.
And him jump up to hit the ball because he don't get the call.
Yeah.
Nothing is wrong with the player.
Yeah.
But because he wants to slow down the game and stop momentum. Coaches teaches these tactics. Players do it to kill the game. But to me, it's unsportsmanlike and borderline. It should be illegal. If players go down injured too often are not in the play, the team should play with less players.
Yeah.
You should be down to, you should sit out then. If you're that injured, you should sit out for at least a minute too.
Yeah.
And we see who plays who. If you're injured, ask for a sub. I mean, you can get medical assistance.
No,
and some of these players,
that's a good point, you know.
And some of these players
have a penalty for once you're injured, you have to stay off the pitch like a 5 minutes.
Yeah, stay off the pitch then.
Yeah. That would get rid of all of the lines.
You should get medical assistance off the pitch then.
Yeah.
Take him off the pitch, get medical, and continue on with the game.
So once you're injured, it's a good 5 minutes wait before you can come in or something like that.
I mean, you have cases where you're on the field and if it's a foul or not, and a real injury. But imagine a player, nothing is doing the play, and the player lies down injured, stops the game, kills momentum. I mean, I think you can come up with better rules, but I'm just thinking out loud now where something needs to be done with this time wasting and players going down injured, and it's not beautiful to watch.
Yeah. As I say, as a fan, it's not attractive.
Yeah.
You know, you take 2 minutes to throw the ball, you take forever to kick a free kick. No, come on, man. You see,
versus if the scoreline was different, you'd play in a different manner. You wouldn't be injured.
Yeah, exactly.
You'd either jump up and play.
Yeah, man. We come there for watch football. Football we want to see. At the end of the day, that's what we want to say. Football.
But is that really tactics, though?
Of course, I use it, man. Remember when we used to play football?
But
I used to play football.
But it's unsportsmanlike to me.
Yeah. You remember why we had to get ball boys now? Because I remember back in the days when probably 1 or 2 ball will have a football match here. And my coach used to tell me, say, well, we're leading, let's kick all the ball way out on the road,
and even so,
roadside, you know.
I mean, where things get... They play the group matches, last group match, state matches. They play at the same time. You know why that is?
Yeah, because you fair play.
Fair play. Say for instance, Spain lost to Japan. Germany not being able now not to go through the group if they don't score X amount of goals. They'd probably just throw the match and make Costa Rica go through. Just like I think that's when the rule change came about. I think it was the 70s where Argentina had to beat Peru by 6 clear goals.
And it happened.
6-0 to go through.
Why, you know, we soon touch on the Manning Cup, you know, that happened with KC too.
and JC,
yeah, we don't go aside. Yeah. So it's good changes, you know. I think FIFA
video assistant is perfectly fine.
Yeah, man, it's
but
good.
They need to iron out some of the rules whereby, you know, it gets the sport in a better place.
Yeah, man, you have to clean it up.
I was watching the semifinals with KC and Stats up 2-0 in the second half, and players started to drop on the ground, fake injuries, slow down the game.
That's the first time it happened. You remember the goalkeeper a couple of years ago?
Yeah.
But Stats the same stats team.
So, and that goes to show, Stats lost the finals again and lost the finals then. They do have a winner's mentality.
No. Yeah.
JC are my rivals. You know, KC, Fortis all the way. But JC have a winner's mentality. Georges have a winner's mentality. Casey have a winner's mentality.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah,
What
you
are
don't
you
find,
teaching the kids?
You don't find those teams.
You're
doing,
a coach. You coach.
Yeah.
Table tennis and you mentor kids and so on.
Fair play.
Would you teach your kid on sportsman like conduct,
Wetting the ball and
stuff like that?
Yeah.
To win at any cost?
No. I'm a person of principle.
Well,
I choose principle over everything.
Viewers, do you believe this man? A man
Yeah,
of,
man. Man. Yes, man. I can tell you that,
I've to ask the jiu-jitsu master soon because it's soon it's time for sports commentary. And I mean,
yeah. But you remember we have this big book in front of us.
Yeah, we have our signed copies.
Yes, 50 days
of fire. Kingston Bookshop.
Yeah, this is the 50 greatest moments within Jamaica.
Track and field history. Done by Hubert Lawrence and Michael Grant. A great book. This is their third book. And I mean, we know Jamaica is associated with track and field all across the world. We have major stars. And this book is a must read.
Give you the history.
I got the copy today, so I haven't read it in full, but I skimmed through and trust me, the pictures and what it depicts and the book in itself is to me a must read and a must have. And this is history in itself. Yeah. I mean, to me, some of these people in the book are national heroes, so to say.
And direct, and sorry to cut you, direct quotes from them as well in the book. So these people were interviewed and the coaches, everybody, people from way back in the days.
Imagine a book like this with Bob Marley.
Yes.
You would read.
You can get insight to how they got good and the coaches from the coach's perspective.
A lot of mentors.
It's a big book, guys.
Somewhat in a sense, quote unquote, national heroes. Do the country proud and go to the highest levels of Olympic glory, World Championship glory, and sacrifice for the country. And I mean,
one more time, 50 days of fire.
You can get it at the Kingston Bookshop and it's a must have.
I think you can order it online. You can check online to Kingston Bookshop website. Yeah. You should be able to order it online.
Remember,
for the viewers.
50 Days of Fire.
Yeah, 50 Days of Fire. Great.
You know what
book.
time it is now, though? Dude?
Yes, we know what time it is.
Yeah, the halftime show. I mean, sports commentary. I mean, I'm wondering what I'm coming up with now. I'm sure it's going to be laughs after that and be like, Dale, where we're going to start at? Which one of Peter's topics then we're going to start at? But
good afternoon, Jamaicans. Good afternoon. It's, we missed you last week. We were away for, Kane was away playing table tennis. We're trying to find out what the results are. Top secret. Can't hear from him what happened at the tournament. And I myself was in the States. More on that in a minute. Is ganja legal in Jamaica? I think about a lot of things, and this is not necessarily a sporting topic, but I want to know the status of weed in this country. I mean, we are told that it's been decriminalized, but not legalized. And so you wonder why they would decriminalize this substance at all. If it's a criminal, if it's illegal, then lock up people. If it's not legal, then allow the people. Jamaica, we're caught in a kind of twilight zone where if you're caught with a certain amount of weed, and I mean, I'm not looking at any weed smokers, I hope, but if you're caught with a certain amount of weed in Jamaica, a small usable quantity, the police are not supposed to trouble you. However, you go and put that together in a big bag and start selling some weed and you get locked up. Now, why? It's the same thing. Why is that illegal? Well, as it turned out, Jamaica started a little licensing board where you have to have a license to have a little cannabis shop. They say it's cannabis they're selling, but trust me, it's the same ganja, right? They're selling. And these shops, we have one uptown now, up in Marketplace, where you can go there and sit and have music and all this kind of thing while you enjoy your cannabis. I'll tell you where deal. I see you want to ask me where it is. But the point I'm making is, it don't smell good to me and it's not the weed I'm talking. The fact that you either can have weed legal or you don't have weed legal. A man in Portland, a small man in Portland should be able to grow his weed. Why you have a license only some man? I hear only 50 license grants throughout the whole of Jamaica. Or is it 10 license? I don't remember the number. But the fact of the matter is that I don't understand why we're in this middle ground. Either we legalize it or we don't legalize it. But this decriminalization where we don't lock up people for weed anymore. And by the way, any man who is in jail now should be free. There's another man in jail I want to be not freed, but to be freed, but I don't want to cause any controversy right now. But moving on, while I was in the USA, so darn hard to watch a little football, man. There's no football going on in America. You walk into a shop, you walk into a restaurant, they're playing basketball, girls volleyball, there's a swimming meet going on. The biggest sport in the world. And I was in Florida, you could hardly tell that it was going on. You can get it in Spanish in America, but you can't see football in America. Why is that? Why are we keeping football away from the people? Why can't we watch a little football in America? There's no channel you can watch football. The only when the USA was playing their match against Iran, it was like it was the final. They were talking like it's the biggest match on earth. That ideology business gone long time. People want to watch a little football in America. Ronaldo is now moving on. Following the interview where he got himself into trouble, Manchester United fired the man and summarily fired the man. There's no meeting that took place. He apparently fired himself. And now, there's a lot of people saying that the big man can't get no work. But the big man has got the biggest work of all. He's got a contract for close to 200 million with Al Nassr in Saudi Arabia. So he's doing well. He's actually doing well at the World Cup. He scored a penalty the other day, which makes him the only man that has ever scored in 5 World Cup tournaments. So all the naysayers for Ronaldo, and he's still in the game. All the naysayers for Ronaldo, I think he's going to continue to do well. Some other people, there are 3 countries, Japan, Korea, and Jamaica. 3 countries. One of them doesn't belong here, and it's not Japan and Korea. Japan and Korea, 2 countries that Jamaica should have been able to beat in football. In fact, we beat Japan in 1 World Cup. They're doing pretty good. Japan beat 2 World Cup champions, Spain and Germany. It's a disgrace where we are, where everybody else is going up, and where are we going? I suspect it's down. One of the things with this World Cup, I don't want to talk about too many controversial things, but a lot of these European nations seem to be very caught up with this rainbow flag, and they're promoting, they're covering them out and all kind of thing, as if they're trying to promote something. And the thing they're trying to promote, we Jamaicans not happy. We don't like promoting those things around here, because Ronaldo had to say that him come to play football, him don't come to promote that thing. And the Germans were so tied up in it. And the US people that they want, they want to come and make a show of their pro-gay. I'm not saying gay or pro-gay, which one I'm for or not in favor of, but what do they have to do with football? The Germans should have been more focused on football instead of this pro-gay thing. Another controversy that I'm going to put an end to is there's a picture of Messi in the dressing room after the match with Mexico, and they claim that Messi is wiping his foot with a Mexican shirt. Now people be reasonable. How did that shirt get there? Messi exchanged shirt with a Mexican player, had the shirt on the ground, just like his own shirt. If you look in the video, his own shirt was on the ground. Wait, no, not that one. But afterwards, the players are putting their shirts on the ground because the shirts are sweaty. They put the shirt on the ground. Messi didn't disrespect the flag at all. And, I saw, what the name of the big box again? Canelo Alvarez got all up in his feelings about thing. Listen, no time for boxing. It's football time, Canelo. Football time, man. Good, get it together. Now, is Brazil better without Neymar? Some people are claiming that Manchester United was better without Ronaldo. So all of a sudden, people are seeing great players. Brazil is playing better. Let me tell you something. Brazil is nowhere near the team that it was without Neymar. One of the reasons is, even if Neymar doesn't touch a ball, right, he's paid attention by 3 midfielders and a defender. And just by being on the field, Neymar could just do nothing. And you have to pay attention to him. So they're easier to shut down without Neymar. And I really hope that the real big man, Neymar, gets a chance to come good in the latter rounds. Because this World Cup is lacking of star power. Is Messi alone playing star boy ball to my eyes at the moment? And we need to see Neymar. People ask me if Neymar is diving a lot or if he's the victim. I think he's the victim. I think that Neymar is so slick. His movement is so elusive. He reminds me of a certain table tennis player, and it's not Kane Watson at this table. but Neymar, they foul him because they cannot stop him. And we have to do something about it, which leads me to my brilliant idea of the day. My brilliant idea of the day is, what do we do about this continuous fouling in football? There's too much fouling. The game is not flowing. Even if we pick them up on the camera and we say it's a foul and we stop the play, the violator has succeeded. The bad guys have succeeded. We need to do something about the fouling. And so, because I'm a man of many sports, I came up with an idea. It's called the hockey solution. I didn't say hockey. The hockey solution. What is the solution? When the referee sees a player doing a professional foul, fouling a player unnecessarily, holding up the game, there should be a box that they are sent on the side and they have to sit down for 5 minutes. Stay out of the game so you're at a disadvantage. The yellow card is not sufficient because you're killing the game and you're hurting the stars. We're not getting to see the football flow. We're not getting to see the football run. We need a penalty box in football. Now, I want to talk about one last thing here. It's called VAR. I think VAR is ruining the game. Even though VAR is great in the legal sense that we know ultimately, yes, Maradona's hand touched did touch the ball. But the truth is, there's a lot of controversy in football. But if I go to a football match, let it flow, my brother. Let it flow. There's too much refereeing now. It's starting to look like American sports, where you're running outside, there's a flag on the play and all this kind of thing. Did you see the goal that France had disallowed even after the kickoff had taken place? That was a disgrace. And it's like they didn't work it out. If you have a flag on the play, as in American football, and there's a flag on the play and we're looking at the replay, the referee runs off the field. I have a solution. Don't let the referee run off. Let the linesman blow a whistle and run on and advise the referee that the VAR showed the thing. Save the time. Should we have to watch a 50-year-old referee trot from one half of the field, go all the way across the field to go look at a camera, to go run back across and announce the play? It's taking up too much time. I don't have that kind of time. The next thing about this World Cup is there's another thing called the VAP, not just the VAR, the VAP. It's called the video adjudicated penalty. I don't think it look good in football for a referee to run, go to the thing and then make a decision and then award a penalty. Penalties should be decisive. Penalties should be, the referee should be sure. The referee is supposed to be the man in charge. What was so wrong with the whole kind of decision making? So VAR and VAP has got me very VEX. And so that's sports commentary. What say you?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
DJ. Yes, guys. Remember the phone lines are now open. 876-552-7406. That's 876-552-7406. Also, we have a direct line that you can call. 615-5. No, that one is not. Well, that we don't have that one on today. But feel free. Lines are open now. Ken, I agree with some of what Peter just said. I agree with some of it. The VAP is a problem. It's giving up too much soft penalties. So
it's the rules of the game.
No, I like the fact that you can review it, but I think it's like it's giving up soft penalties now. Penalties that shouldn't be penalties. You know, back you play through that, man. You know. Oh, you know, I was bashing Germany. You know, I was bashing Germany because I thought Germany came to this World Cup distracted, just like Kyrie. Distracted. You know what I mean?
Wrong things.
Yeah, Germany. Germany is my little side under the quiet, you know, from ever since. But
under the quiet,
you come to a World Cup to play football. What is all of this thing you're promoting? You're trying, and first of all, you're being disrespectful towards the country's laws. That's my problem I have with it, you know. The country have their own set of laws, and they ask you to abide by it, and you're trying to be. You're trying to be disrespectful. In my opinion, you're trying to be disrespectful to the country. Them said them don't want this. They don't want this. This is our laws. Work with it. You come to the World Cup with your hand over your mouth and all kind of thing what you want to do. You deserve to go home.
Sports has been used as a tool to, from ever since, to break down bars, whether it's racism.
It's gone overboard.
But where do we draw the line?
It's gone overboard,
I
man.
mean,
It's too
everybody
much.
wants the game to continue, everybody to
We want
play.
to see football, King.
Yeah,
At the end of the day, we want to see football. It's
people
LeBron
use
and them
sports to
talking
bring
and them
across them
talking.
points. They play
LeBron with them
sports.
talking about this and that. At the end of the day, yes, you can do it, but we want to see good basketball.
I don't mind Germany doing that. It's just that
No.
you have to perform on the pitch.
No, man, they're distracted. They're distracted, man. Mere fact that you come to a football game and that's the first thing in your mind. You'll be thinking about the tactics and the strategy they're going to use. on
Hello,
the
good
field.
afternoon. Welcome to Primal
Oh,
Sports.
Yeah, afternoon, Primal, massive.
Afternoon, Paco.
I just call because I came to something I agree with. Because it's a match with Spain and Japan.
Yeah.
Remember, say Costa Rica, one of the time was leading 2-1, and as Costa Rica won that game, both Spain and Germany have gone home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't think Spain sell the match. They were trying to win the match, but they couldn't win it.
I think that Spain wanted to go in the next half. So what you say? I think Spain wanted to go in the next half.
Is that they could have gone home?
I don't think they thought that Costa Rica could have beat Germany, but yeah, definitely they wanted to close up better than that. But yeah, I think that Spain kind of let up a little. Yeah, I think they're aware of what was going on over the next match.
Yeah.
And it could have went the way where they were out, but
that time. The tying goal,
but even so, the goal that
the equalizer for Germany came within a couple of minutes
afterwards. So they were aware what was going on over the next match, but I wouldn't say sell per se, but I think that it was a tactical decision to come second in the group. I think it was a tactical decision to come second in the group. Yeah. No, I don't remember using the word style, but yeah. Yeah, I think that it was a tactical decision. And I think that they're underestimating this Morocco team, where this Morocco team can be trouble. So, hey, let's see if it works out in their favor. But the ball is round, and I still don't have them going all the way, either way. So, to me, that group, Japan, Spain, Germany, and Costa Rica, the weakest group. No football not playing over that group. That group is a weak, but let's see who further.
So where you guys think about England?
They're picking England to go all the way.
Yeah. They're not playing. They're kind of struggling a little bit, but I think that they have an easy match tomorrow.
Sunday tomorrow at 2:00, England will play Senegal, and I'm going with the Africans.
Yeah, man.
That's an easy match. I want a tough match tomorrow.
I'm going with the Africans.
Yeah.
I'm going with the Africans.
Africans and play too open.
That
man.
would be the upset of this round. I think that would be the upset of this
Saka
round.
and them boys gonna have a field day with them, man.
I think Senegal gonna give them a handful. And I have Senegal winning 2-1. That's my upset of the round. Hey, this is an upset World Cup. I forgot with somebody.
So, Paco, what do you think?
I see not giving Japan a chance against Croatia.
Why? Them beat Spain and Germany. So, but I think Croatia have. No, I'm just telling you my predictions. I've been totally wrong throughout the group stage. With the two teams coming out of the group, I only got one group right. I had most of the group winners correct, but with both teams going through, I only got England and USA correct.
You have Japan beating Croatia tomorrow?
No, it's
Okay.
on Monday. It's on Monday.
Oh, on Monday. Okay.
I have Croatia winning. I have Croatia going to the semi-final.
Paco, hold on a second, Paco. What? Why? I don't see. Well, I picked Japan to do some things in the World Cup, but against when you look at the Croatia team, why you that really? I can't see a match winner coming from Japan.
No man, look how much tired man.
Tired.
Hey.
Hey,
Last World Cup.
is that my show, you know?
I watch the games and I play all the matches I play. Tired.
And them have other players around, Kovacic, Kramaric.
Yeah, but both Asian teams are very fit still, you know, very fit from ever since.
I'm going with Croatia.
So I'm giving him a chance against Croatia.
Okay, so that's your upset for the round of 16.
Probably won't be upset seeing that they beating Japan and Germany, but
Who Cup, right?
No.
Argentina.
I said Argentina, but I know Argentina and Brazil are going to play semi-final, so I have to go. I said Argentina.
Oh, say bypassing Netherlands then.
Yeah. So how you bypass Netherlands and I can't bypass Japan?
And Netherlands are a pedigree team, you know.
Argentina will win for more reason than one.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you get something, man, it don't done.
Yeah.
I'm going with the goat all the way.
Yeah.
But I should say the goat in this year, because we still have Marlon and I got goat and fish.
Yeah, nothing is wrong with that.
Paco, let us see this World Cup. Paco, I will say this. If Messi can pull off this World Cup here, you know, we have to hand it over to him.
Give the guy 2 chances and can't.
Yeah, he got man of the match award today.
I still have a little problem with him though at times. I think sometimes I'm too laid back, but let me ease off a little bit and watch the rest of the rounds. I think sometimes I'm a little bit too.
No, they could play 90 minutes.
I see Maradona do it still, so
Under some substances.
it don't matter.
Under some real substances.
It wasn't tested, right? It's not proven. But I see Maradona do it, so. But I would say I'm rooting for Messi, and I want to see the next round. So I'm gonna keep watching. But I just hope whenever things get tough, I hope him just come out of the structure and just do something outside of the box. That's what I want from him.
So you're
France, Argentina final as kids.
France.
Yeah. France. Okay.
He has England going all the way, you know, so he's probably saying
England should play a good match. If they told them go play a good match in the quarterfinal.
so like Dale is saying England.
Yeah, because
Japan
I think France have the I think France have the easiest round of 16 match.
against Poland.
Yeah, I think that's the easiest match in the round of 16.
I agree with that.
Yeah. Them
Two
go run.
European sides.
Yeah, man. Them a run ball
Probably
around
Brazil,
them, man.
South Korea. Probably. I don't know.
South Korea is a dangerous team, you know.
I don't know. I don't see any easy matches from here on out. I see all tough matches.
Yeah. I think Poland is.
Give somebody a chance, yeah?
All right, cool,
take care,
Paco. Thanks
Paco.
for the call.
So, do you know that Messi is 3 matches away of you crowning him? 3 wins away from you crowning him to be the greatest. So just 3 wins.
Yes, I'll give it to him.
Quarterfinals,
Yeah,
semifinals, finals.
Yeah.
And for me,
Because in order for him
he's
to
the
do
goat
it,
probably 3 or so years ago. So it
And the
doesn't
re-
matter what these 3 matches are.
and
yield,
the
whatever
reason why
result.
I'm gonna hand it over to him if him can win, because I know Di Maria won't be fit enough. So Messi will have to play something outside of what he has been
He got
doing
man of
so
the
far.
match award today.
Yeah, it's fine. What he did today was fine. It's not spectacular in my
Australia.
eyes. Yeah, it's not in my eyes. I want to see when the going get tough and him just have to just.
So what if the going don't get tough?
No, it is going to get tough because Di Maria is not going to be fit enough to help him
We'll
out.
see come Friday if Di Maria can play a 60-minute cameo and do some damage.
16. So what's the latest news and
Di Maria's injury?
this big man from Brazil, Neymar?
Neymar,
What's the latest?
they play on Monday. Last thing I heard was.
The swelling should have gone down with all the doc.
yeah.
So
But I think they're keeping some stuff away from us to not,
They said he would train today.
yeah.
Neymar would train today.
They say a lot of things. I think they're just resting him. Neymar is fine. Neymar going to wrap up that foot and go out there and play. But imagine the defenders now. You
Step
see
in.
Neymar on the pitch and you tell me that Mr. Kim Jong-un and Kim Jong-un not going to step on
Yeah. We
step
know.
on his foot.
We know it's a
I
winner
have
for.
Pepper him, man. He might forget Pepper.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
he's a deadly player.
Yeah,
He's a man.
and
He's
him
a
tend
match
to hold
winner.
on to the ball long to say him gonna get step on. So him should be. But let us see. I hope he's fine though, because I want all the stars, as Peter said earlier. We need to see those stars out in the World Cup. You know,
Yeah,
right now Messi is the name carrier. We need to see a Neymar. I see Mbappe coming into his own. You know. So yeah, we need to see. We need to see the
Portugal.
stars.
But
Oh,
So you're going to Switzerland? in
yeah,
that
man.
match?
Ronaldo look tired, man. I don't know how Peter talking about Ronaldo look like him ready again. Ronaldo look tired. Ronaldo look like a tired baller out there, man. But he has a good team around him still. But I think that Switzerland team are very well organized. You know, so looking forward to that.
That match will be on Tuesday at 2, Portugal, Switzerland. So tomorrow we have 2 matches. At 10 a.m. we have France, Poland. And at 2 p.m. we have England, Senegal.
Yeah, the match of the day. Yeah, the match of the day.
Which match is the match of the day?
The match of the day obviously have to be England.
Yeah, Senegal.
Yeah, man. England and big side, man. The match of the day. So
are France and Senegal going through?
You have France and Senegal. Well, I have France and England.
England.
But Ken, we have to touch a little bit on Jamaican football, you know. If we go back into let us touch a little bit on the Costa Cup and
the
the
finals
Manning
playing
Cup.
now.
Yeah.
D Cup finals.
Central.
And Ben Francis Cup finals is playing. The Ben Francis Cup is over. I'm not sure who the winner is, but we see 4 Clarendon teams.
Yeah.
Whereas Edwin Allen plays Glenmuir in the Ben Francis Cup final. And in the D Cup final, Clarendon College playing Central High.
I have a problem, you know. Why are we talking about Ben Francis Cup and Walker Cup?
Yeah, I think they should change the name.
Yeah, because it's a loser's cup.
Yeah,
Ben Francis Cup and the Walker Cup is a consolation cup.
Yeah.
And they changed the rule a couple of years, maybe 2-3 years ago.
Teams that drop out.
Teams that drop out those are the teams that going to excel in the DeCosta Cup, the Ben Francis Cup, and the Walker Cup.
Yeah.
Now, a team like Casey with the tradition and JC and Georges that we used to win these cups because we always got far in the money.
It used to be who tops the group.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, when a Tivoli Garden captain gonna come and say, "Boy, we're back on top where we and the Walker Cup. See, we're back on. But Walker Cup is not the same cup.
It's a losers' cup. It's a consolation prize.
So why they not changing the name of the cup? Or if they want to have the name remain, but put some addition to the name. I guess they want to still honor Ben Francis and Walker or whatever, but put a name to it. But you're messing up history. You don't think it's messing up history?
I think so. I agree with you. Change the name.
Of course, you're messing up history because KC will
sense.
never be able to win another Walker Cup based on the rules now of Walker Cup. But we'll always qualify.
And JC.
And JC and George. So
Most of the time.
all the history and the tradition of the Walker Cup and the Ben Francis Cup is going to be different.
Yeah, you have to change the name.
Yeah, I don't talk about those cups. I don't talk about them.
So it's D Cup.
Yeah.
And we see last night was the Money Cup finals.
Yes.
JC defeated Stats on penalties.
Yeah.
And JC defeated Stats.
Hold on, we have a caller.
Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to Primal Sports. One Prime, not Optimus Prime. Yeah. Yes. This World Cup, if somebody could appoint and predict all those group stages.
Oh, even though you're a man of theories, you know, what's contributing to all these upsets?
The balance in football.
Okay, the balance in football. Okay.
Yeah, they're no longer winners anymore. These teams, because as good as they have persons who are playing in different leagues across the world. And
but which upsets though? Which upset really though?
for example, the Malta team, nobody expect that team to play the way they are playing.
And you know, this is not the first time Morocco has reached this stage in the World Cup.
Yeah, but they have players that are playing in top leagues.
No, but I'm just saying it's teams that have done it before that are there. South Korea went to semi-finals already.
The last time Saudi Arabia gave Argentina a run for their money.
Yeah, but where Saudi Arabia go?
And
Where Saudi Arabia go?
they did the same thing.
The big teams are still the big teams. Where Saudi Arabia go?
Yeah. They're still the big teams, but the gap is closing in terms of the teams are not coming in just to make up numbers and lay down.
Like which teams? Remember, it's an elite tournament. 32 teams across the world. All based on region of qualifying through a region. But separate apart from that, it's the same set of teams doing the same set of things. We have an African team.
That game to make up numbers is Poland, because I don't know what they play.
Poland. I mean,
Yeah, Poland got lucky. Let us reality. Poland got
Poland
lucky.
made it out a group of Argentina, Mexico, Poland, and Saudi Arabia. The same Saudi Arabia you're bigging up, Poland defeated them.
Yeah.
The same Saudi Arabia where you see the gap closing, Poland not just outlasted them, but Poland dominated Saudi Arabia. So, I mean,
so
they drew nil with Mexico, and Lewandowski missed a penalty. And if Lewandowski had scored that penalty, Poland would have won that match. So, I mean,
but each team came in with a plan. Each team decided what they want to do to get out of the group. Spain decided that they're going to drop Costa Rica, no matter what the odds, because it may come down to goal difference.
But I'm just saying, is the gap really closing? I mean,
It's not.
It's sports. No, it's no sports and upsets will happen.
All right.
It's just sports and upsets will
Let me
happen.
ask you. Let me do a little twist. So you said the gap is closing, right?
Yeah.
But you don't think maybe the big teams they're kind of going down? You don't think it's the big teams going in the opposite direction?
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily. You think so?
Not necessarily. The big teams are problem. I think we're arguing right now is that they are too. Gone are the days when South American football was Scotty, was South American football. These days it's more having this South American and European style to it. So even Brazil has not played a South American, a European team in quite a while. I think it was like 20 years before they played.
So you're saying Brazil no longer has the samba and the flair?
It's a while you haven't played one, and I think the European teams are giving them problems.
So Brazil no longer has the samba and the flair?
They don't have that type. Normally you see that flair, you're not seeing the flair. They're coming down the wings, they're spraying balls, they're trying to do the one-touch movement, and there's too much European flavor to it.
But I know you do have Brazil beating South Korea. How far do you see this Brazilian team going?
I had issues in their midfield. They have a lot of targets. But I think they can go straight to the final. It's going to be a very tough run. Because their bracket has France in it.
No.
No.
If Brazil beats Korea, they play the winner of Japan, Croatia. No.
Their bracket has Portugal.
No, the bracket doesn't have Portugal.
Argentina is in the
Argentina
same
and
heart.
Netherlands is the quarterfinalist.
Yes.
The winner of that quarterfinalist, as our predictions would have it, Brazil should win their under 16. Brazil should play, to me, Croatia. A day things Japan. So Brazil will play either Croatia or Japan in that quarterfinal, and the winner of that will play the winner of Netherlands, Argentina. So that is that bracket, side of the bracket.
Okay.
So how far do you see this Brazil team going?
They're going to the finals, and I'm sorry, Messi fans, but they're going to the finals.
Okay.
Wow.
So if they go to the finals, they can go all the way.
They're going all the way.
Oh, so that's all you need to say. Brazil, you have Brazil as winning the World Cup.
They're very challenging.
I mean,
I get them. I have them going all the way because of the depth. France, irrespective of who they played and the changes they made to their squad, I mentioned it before that they have too many players that are very defensive.
defense win championships.
And it showed when they rotated the squad. They didn't have a clue what they were doing out there.
Well, that was squad rotation. We can say the same. We can say the same for Brazil with squad rotation losing to Cameroon, or Portugal with squad rotation losing to South Korea.
So the upfront movement was missing.
For me, Brazil's main threat is Vinicius Jr. To me, Anthony offered nothing. Rafinha not really offering much. Who else plays that one? Gabriel Jesus is now out injured. Martinelli is just getting a host of chances and not finishing.
Anthony don't get to play a lot, you know. But
So I'm just saying the main threat for me for Brazil is Vinicius Jr.
Yeah.
But you're saying France's rotation, France's main team with the wingers, Dembele, Kingsley Coman can come in. I mean, France is a legit team, and as I said, they're playing Poland, which you claim to not be playing any football. So France should make it through, and they will play the winner of England Senegal based on predictions.
So you have France going to the finals?
No.
Who do you have Brazil playing in the finals? Germany?
Possibly
Portugal. Sounds like you want to say Germany. So you have Brazil, Portugal. Let me guess. Manchester United is your team. Okay.
Brazil.
Okay. You're speaking a lot of biases here. It can happen, but I can sense where you want that matchup.
Persons are looking at Portugal as Ronaldo. I think they are better than Ronaldo himself. And the team is well put together, it's well balanced, and they are defending as well. And their midfield and their attack is very good.
To me, the two best defending sides in the World Cup is Argentina and Brazil. Usually the teams with a lot of flair and a lot of attack, they're playing very well defensively. Brazil not conceding much. But I
have Portugal going long way. I don't know how far Croatia can go. I think this may just be it for them. It's not just an aging team, but
so you have Japan beating Croatia.
It's playing well. And the problem I'm having is that anyone that comes to play Brazil, they are sitting behind the ball.
Just like Argentina.
Against Brazil.
Just like Argentina. Everybody's behind the ball. You watch a match today with Argentina and Australia?
You have to know your players. You have to know your players, though, you know. You have to, I think you have to. It
was really a boring game of Australia trying to contain Argentina rather than attacking them and trying to just bring a surprise, one surprise attack and get a one goal and so what they can do. It was really, really a boring game. They gave Argentina the position and said, hey, come at us. And that was just it. It was similar to how Poland played their last game. It was like, okay, then just come at us.
But O'Neal, you don't think that you have to play? You have to play to what you have, you know.
Can play to your strengths and no weaknesses.
Yeah, because if you know
you can't go all out to the Brazil.
Yeah, like if you're gonna play Spain, you know, based on how Spain been playing over the years, you know you're not gonna have ball possession. So and then you have to look at the players that you have as a team, you know, to know what kind of strategy and tactics that you're going to play.
That's why Australia qualify out the group.
And exactly. And even if you look at Australia, they got opportunities in the match. Japan. So you cannot say, I can have ball possession, because no, you probably don't have the skill sets to do so. So you have to play within what you have, you know.
Play a defensive game, you know.
Yeah.
I think Japan sits back in the first half and plays more attacking in the second half.
One thing is for sure, though, in this World Cup, since I've been watching it keenly, there's a lot of tactics and adjustments in this World Cup from half to half.
There's a lot of interference in the background.
But O'Neal, we have to leave it right there. Thanks for the call, though. Yeah, we can.
Yeah, man.
Again, as I said, I'm watching the games, and I can see where teams the change in strategy and tactics during the games. And normally,
Japan.
And Korea did it as well. Yeah, it was obvious.
Japan.
They didn't panic. Them just waiting, and you say once them get the counter, boom, boom, boom.
And so finish the chances.
You cannot play. You cannot play a brand of football that you don't have the players to do. So
you can't play Brazil and go toe-to-toe with Brazil.
No, madness.
Argentina.
Madness.
If Australia try to go toe-to-toe with Argentina today,
they probably get 6.
There you go. But Australia had a chance in the end to tie it and go extra time.
They had opportunities.
And you know if it went to extra time, what that would mean.
Yeah, they probably
10 man behind the ball again and try to go penalties.
Exactly. So
and Argentina would just go for it. So you have to play it to your strengths. And
when you come in for a cup, is a cup you're coming to?
Yeah, it's a knockout tournament, and make it worse now. You lose it out now. There's no second chance now.
Yeah, it's a knockout tournament. You can't come and say, boy, I'm gonna try to do this, and you don't have the players to do it, and you never do it before. I'm gonna do this now. No. You have to play within your limits somewhat, you know.
Yeah.
But I'm impressed with that, with the approach from the teams, the different teams that has, even Saudi against Argentina.
That's what they did.
You saw what they did with the high line. And listen, when I was watching
sides.
it, and you saw how long the Argentina players take to adjust to what was happening on the pitch.
Yeah.
So you can see the coach plan out everything. No one say, yeah, guys, this is how we have to go play against Argentina.
You
It's the only
can't
chance that we have.
You can't
against,
toe-to-toe with them,
exactly.
yeah.
Brilliant. I thought it was brilliant by Saudi Arabia.
Tactical, not really fun to watch.
That's fun to watch.
We as viewers, but I mean, you're out there playing. You have to give yourself a chance to win. You have to give yourself a chance to win. That's why we play the game. We play the game to win.
Yeah, it's like I know them all say, stay up to the table, no Kane. Stay up to the table, no Kane. Why you back off of the table? But at the end of the day, if the man quicker than you over the table,
I'm more powerful.
I'm more powerful than you. You have to find something. You cannot stay up. You have to find some other thing to disrupt. Like for our good friend Joseph Dibbs, a lot of people are going to tell us the weakness to Joseph Dibbs before. Sorry to go to the TT. Dibbs play off of a specific timing.
Yeah.
Early timing and play for specific timing. Even when you're pushing the ball, if you push the ball quick, it's right within his rhythm. But Dibbs cannot make adjustments once it comes outside of the rhythm. So if you play like a Casper, or you or myself, or we can step off and vary
the trajectory of the ball.
Yeah, and even the timing.
Yeah.
Mess up in footwork.
Yeah.
Mess up. But if you try to play like a Darrell against Dibbs, up to the table playing quick, he won't beat you.
Yeah. Style versus style.
Yeah, and he's better at doing that.
Sports is so technical and it's scientific.
Yeah, it's whole heap.
In every sport, you have to be tactical, and as I say, you know your strengths. And
O'Neal is saying that you cannot go all out attack against a team like that.
You have to give yourself a chance.
Yeah, man.
And these Asian teams, we know they play tactical.
Yeah, they're very disciplined. Very disciplined. Very disciplined.
Versus the Africans. To me, the Africans play brawling.
They have gotten a little bit better. But back in the days, some 5'4", some 5'2".
Get to a one man and make him do something and
catch up on the wing Nigeria. You know, it was always exciting to watch. But at the end of the day, you can't win World Cup like that.
No.
Yeah, but we were talking about the matchup.
Tomorrow's matchup.
No, not tomorrow's matchup. Schoolball, high school, Jamaican football, high school. So we have the Champion Cup finals next
December 10th, KC versus JC. You see where KC defeated CC, Clarendon College, 4-2. Young Dujan Richards, a.k.a. Whisper, one of the best schoolboy talents in the past decade.
We're going to talk about Whisper in a minute, but I have a shout out to Mr. Lenny Hyde. I think Teacher Hyde deserve some form of position within the JFF, within the coaching staff, the Reggae Boys. This Clarendon team, I was at the match. This Clarendon team, without a doubt, is the most organized football team I've ever seen played football in Jamaica. From my eyes. No. I'm talking about, forget about the 98 Reggae Boys team. I'm talking about even the Reggae Boys. When you look at the composure and the movement of the ball and the movement of the players after, I've never seen we play football like that. I've never seen that in Jamaica before from a Jamaican team, whether it's high school.
I was away, so I didn't get to see the match.
Listen,
I saw the scoreline and I saw the goals Dujan Richards scored.
Yeah, so I'm going to touch on Richards because he's the best thing on the field at the moment. But I talk in terms of the structure and the organization and the composure. Ken, you had some KC, who of the stands is KC, and the man them said, boy, that team, man. Even when we start scoring, the man them say, yo, this will show you the pattern of football. So I think Teacher Hyde, these guys deserve, I have no problem. I have a problem going outside of the country all the time for coaches when we have good Teacher coaching. Hyde and we have Skill Cole and we have all of these guys that want to give back to the program and not give them an opportunity. But trust me, that this Clarendon team that I saw play football, I've never seen it by a high school football team or even the Reggae Boys from. So
you have CC winning the D Cup today?
They should be. They don't have a goal scorer though. I will admit that they don't have a goal scorer, but they should be able to beat Central.
Yeah. KC beat both teams in the Champions Cup.
Yeah.
So
we need to talk about Whisper now. Yes, because we have to big up Mr. Butler.
Kirk Butler.
the man who controlled Phoenix Academy, who was responsible for Leon Bailey's career. And Whisper is a big player.
A big talent.
Do you think?
Everybody thought him up to go to Europe next year.
Yes.
I mean, whether it be a small club, a big club, I mean, one of the lesser countries, once his development is in his best interest and has a right team around him, I see the sky is the limit for him. He has all the attributes. I mean, already, he has a lot to learn, how to become a more efficient player, his real position on the field.
Yeah.
Be more aggressive defensively because you can't just sit and wait for balls. To incorporate all of that in the game, and you see where him develop over the season, and you see that, can you imagine being a professional system with the right mentality, the right team, playing football day in, day out, or with his skill set and his technical abilities.
Yeah.
One for the future.
Of course. You know, the match against Klein is 4 shots. The man take at goal and score all 4.
4 shots.
I'm telling you, it's 4 shots and it's 4 goals.
I saw the replay and I saw the goals.
One from half line. I'm take the ball from half line and beat 3-4. Matter of fact, it's not half line. Inside KC half.
And him change of speed.
No, he's fast.
Him not just run past it, just for run past it.
Yeah, him have touch and speed. Him have build.
With the ball at him feet, cutting in, knowing when to slow down. Even the second goal, you notice him slow down.
Yeah.
And then go again and roll the ball. And him don't push the ball too far out. And then him have a time when him push it far out and just run past you. So him know how to manage him speed and him get in good position. And as I say, you look at it like man against boys out there.
Of course.
So, and the higher the level, I mean, the more him need to develop. So he won't be the best footballer on every pitch he touches. But if he goes in the right system and learns how to play, to me, I think he can be a winger. Or should be a winger. Where he cuts in like a Liam Bailey or a Hakeem Ziyech that plays for Morocco.
Yeah.
Score goals, has assists, because he's not just only a goal scorer. He has assists and where he contributes to the team, not only offensively, but as I said, defensively, because we see where these teams play, you have to commit. Once you're on the flank, you have to commit defensively as well as offensively. You can't just sit and wait on the ball and then do magic and then have a highlight reel and score goals.
That's
you win matches defensively as well. And once him get into the right system, as I say,
so Reggae Boys,
4 years from now,
you think it's time for this coach?
Everybody's saying he should get a national call-up. I mean, whether he gets 1 year, I don't know. Why does it even matter?
I think you need to represent your country.
When the time comes, he should get a call-up. But
no,
I'm thinking about his development in
he's 17 years old now, right?
In the next 2 years.
Yeah.
In the next 2 years.
Yeah.
Where him playing football, who him coach, what system. That won't be in the Reggae Boys camp because we get international break here and there. If him come back and play,
I don't mean within the camp itself. I don't want him to stay here because I don't think there's.
Oh, so you're saying when we have international friends, he should get a call up?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
But to me,
because
that won't help his development fully. Yes, he should get a call up and be in the system.
You want him to have international caps. Yeah, you want him to have international caps as well.
I want to qualify the next World Cup.
Yeah, so
with
he's
them
17 now.
With them have 5 caps, 10 caps, 15 caps, I want to qualify for the World Cup. And if he can grow within the next 4-year period, whether him come on the next international break, whether him come on the 2, whether him come 3, get him in the system, yes. He's definitely one to watch and on everybody's lips, everybody's talking about him. But the next 2 years, his development from where he is now to where he can be. Because we see, you watch Germany, you see Musiala for Germany?
The number 14? Yeah, of course. He's
19.
Everybody's this kid.
He's 19 years old.
That's exactly
so 2 years from now, why can't a Dujan Richards be at that man level?
Yeah.
Get him in a camp.
Yeah.
Why can't he has the skill set, he loves football, playing football every day and being in one of these camps with the right mentality. Why can't he be a Musiala in 2 years' time at age 19? Or as close to him as well. We see Pedri and Gavi for Spain.
For Spain, yeah.
They're 18, 19.
Yeah.
Mark Hugh, they don't play the same position that he would play, but to the level they play, but they're in a system and they develop. They don't just come up and be like, oh, I'm a 19-year-old playing for Spain. They play football day in, day out in a system. They're playing with junior programs, they're playing with senior programs.
And so coaching. We don't have a system then. So
get him out.
So we need
so why we call him back for Reggae Boys to do what? To play international friend against Panama and score 2 goals and then everybody going to be like, yo, there's so many telling him for being on the team. For develop to where, not only for Jamaica, for himself, where he provide for himself, him family, he make millions of dollars, get big contract, come back, play for the Reggae Boys, help us to the qualifier.
Yeah,
But the bigger picture is for him to get up to a level
to get into a system that he can develop. That's
he become a big baller, he play for a big club, he making money, he come back for international break, sacrifice to the country.
Yeah, so he should leave
then
high
go
school
back.
then. So you think he should leave high school?
Yeah.
I think so too.
We see professionals playing right now.
Yeah.
17, 18-year-olds, 19-year-olds.
Yeah. And I think the Manning Cup, it's okay. We can move on from that now.
I'm not saying he's at Musiala's level, but why not in 2 years he can't be at that level or as close to that level that.
And you'll be surprised, You'll be surprised even if you pass that level earlier,
Sure.
Yeah.
And then what if JFF snubs him? He still has his contract. He's still making money in Europe and still doing
Why
big
you have to
things.
say GFF snub? Oh,
We see where
you listen to the Leon Bailey.
Associations and players always have the rifts. It is always, not only in football, even the table tennis we play, we see it in badminton, we see it in all sports.
Yeah,
There's going to be rifts between players and associations, and at the end of the day, not every rift can be ironed out totally, but I mean,
Let us. You mentioned the JFF because we hear Liam Bailey, who is from the same camp as Whisper, came out and accusing the JFF of certain, being snubbed, as you said before. He made a lot of things Leon said on that interview.
Yeah. A lot where, there's always three sides to the story, or many more than one side.
I hope that Whisper. Well, I would like Whisper to take the same path as Bailey, but I hope that it wouldn't be under Craig Butler. I'm hoping that the GFF can move past.
But is that
the rift?
Is that a role in the GFF too? Well,
we continue.
Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to Primal Sports.
Yes, good afternoon, Primal family. Big up to you, already one there,
Yeah, all right, energy boss.
Is this a stats man?
Yeah, man, I'm same one, man.
Okay.
I thought same Man City fan as well.
Yes, that is it. All right.
So Julian Alvarez scoring today.
As well, we love the
Spain fan too
game.
as well.
Yeah, we love the beautiful game and we all entertained by the playing style.
Okay.
And if you check all of them teams, football,
said to me earlier. I was saying
that's what enticed me as a fan. You feel me?
Yeah, I was saying earlier that Spain kind of ease up in that match to finish second in the group, and
most people think that, and looking in on the outside, it seems that way, but I can't say.
Okay. I was just wondering what your take was on it. My opinion, I may be right, I may be wrong.
Definitely is much better team than Japan.
Yeah.
We all know that.
Yeah.
But remember, this is football, and given there, anything can go.
Okay.
So we always have to accept that and knowing that. You understand?
Yeah.
I was watching the game earlier. The round of 16, Argentina versus
Australia. Yeah.
Australia was Argentina dominate on top, cruising.
Yeah.
Then a Flux deflection goal score, and then what? The game shift momentum slightly. Australia feel a bit like they can get something more tight, and then make a push. Even though Argentina still dominating, still the better team. Messi as usual, magisterial, outstanding performance.
Man of the match.
Today, them just never put away the chance, and it almost could have cost them. On the 97th minute, an equalizer. Who to tell? Penalty shootout, anything goes. You understand me?
Just like we see where Stats and JC, the penalty shootout.
It was an outstanding save by the keeper.
Yeah. So, Spain is your side. Do you see Spain going all the way?
Spain, we have to back them. But I honestly would give Messi a chance though, because I think he has proven year in, year out for over the past decade or more. You understand me? And looking right now at this team, them inside for a really good chance, because I think the support is there more than ever. And is that they're not relying on just Messi. They have some very good team.
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
Check him.
Hello?
Yeah, cut.
Hello?
The young
Mhm.
son,
You're breaking up. Your signal dropping.
which play for Manchester City, chairman Julian Alvarez.
Julian Alvarez, yeah.
And, hello?
Yeah, I'm hearing you. You're breaking up. Your signal getting choppy.
Yeah, hear me now?
Yeah, I'm hearing you now.
Yeah. So, Uno have a very good chance.
Uno, who's
Very
Uno?
good
Who's
chance.
Uno?
Argentina.
Yeah, but one half you are Uno, half you cheer for Messi, Argentina.
Oh, okay. Argentina fans. I'm not an Argentina fan.
Yeah, so
Messi support.
I'm a Messi supporter.
Reflecting on the Man Cup, the final yesterday, the season in general, and some teams and a couple of really outstanding players cut above the league. Everything really still. I must start from my team also. It was a tough loss.
Well, the number 7. What's the name of the player for the number 7 player from Stats?
Shotwan Satchel.
That's a good kid.
Satchel.
It's a good
They
kid.
call him Shatta.
It's a good kid.
I feel it for him most. I think this is last season.
Okay.
But the work it hasn't finished. I just seen for the last 6-7 years. 3 final beaten, 6 semi-final. So the consistency is there. I will got a good system in place.
I have a problem with Stats.
We will build the back next season.
You know my problem with Stats though.
Huh?
You know my problem with Stats though.
Yeah, definitely.
Tell me my problem with Stats.
I pick you guys to win everything. It's just that it was unfortunate. But let me tell you what, it's you guys. Coming into the game, I think you were a bit complacent, I should say.
Yeah, I think we underestimated.
Start on the front foot. And it's like a boxing match. We have a 2 hurley punch at you and show you off the game.
Yeah.
And you just never recover.
Yeah.
Because when you're chasing the game, and this is we. Sometimes you're technical, like I said, we possess the ball very well.
Yeah.
So we have your chasing, and that's what happened.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And even though when we go, and my team also, most of these characters, them have got individually. Xavier Gunum, number 4, the captain.
Yeah.
Yeah, in 15 years of coming into the season, he's an outstanding performer.
15 years old.
Whisper. He hasn't put a foot wrong. Look at what he does last night from Tyreek and
Jimenez.
Aldrich, them and all of those guys. With super quality up front. He has been one of our standout performers alongside
Satchel.
Satchel and also.
So Stats will be there again. Stats had a good season. Season is not over, so expect Stats to be back again next year.
Yeah, it's just probably about 3 or maybe 4 players leaving from the team. So we have a good young team with age. Lots of these players have 2 or 3 seasons left in them still.
Yeah.
So we'll go back.
All right.
We'll go back.
So
Penalty could have gone either way. I was just unfortunate it didn't came our way. But it's right, but
All right.
But Argentina, I'm giving them a chance.
So Argentina Spain final then.
I like how you put that.
Yeah,
All right.
Yeah, but it would be a perfect fairy tale story.
All right.
I always like a good story.
All right then. Thanks for calling.
I wouldn't mind it is Argentina facing Portugal in the final.
Oh, nice.
Cristiano Ronaldo
Yeah.
versus Lionel Messi.
Yeah.
I think I'll come down to that.
One for the fans, one for the history books.
All right.
All right. Thanks for the call. Respect.
All right.
Yeah, man. Next week again.
Yeah, man.
Big up.
Sympathy boy. Say, oh, and deserve
I wouldn't
this.
say sympathy, you know, but
come on.
when you put in the work, you know.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, come on, it's like them say, let's give it the way they talk. No, man.
it won't be
come
handed to
on.
him, but do you think he's not deserving of
Not
the World Cup
deserving.
title?
Well, he's gonna prove it now.
Well, whether they win or lose, I'm just saying people want to see.
Deserving. I have to see him do it, and I have to see him come out and fight for it. And I don't deserve business.
Don't you see him fighting?
And not yet. I'm watching.
Really, dear?
I'm not
You didn't
fighting.
see today's match?
No. That's
The
not
man
fighting.
looked like the best player in the tournament.
No, he's the best player in the
Nah,
tournament.
Edgar, come on,
He's
come
the best
on.
player in the world.
He's the best player in the tournament.
Listen.
He's the best player in the world.
What Messi can do to please you, dear? You said the man need to put out some effort. You saw the effort today?
Every
That's
time.
a 35-year-old man, you know.
Peter.
No, man, he was
Peter.
amazing today. He was amazing.
That was like
Can I tell you something? He carried the team on his shoulders today. You saw it?
Not just
you saw
today.
it?
Him
So what's
always
wrong
do
with
it.
that?
But I'm saying.
So Peter, what's
I'm
wrong with
saying,
that? What's wrong with that?
Without Zemaria
Mm.
or
Yeah.
another influential baller, Messi took over the role of provider for the team a while ago. In fact, that side foot over the net, and I remember 2 or 3 others.
I agree, but we're talking as if that's not his responsibility. That's what I'm supposed to do.
But he does it. But at the end part, the other players need to step up as well.
Yes. I just
If
need
he go in and score that goal,
I need to see
Messi would have won World
I
Cup
need
in
to see him do
2014.
a little bit more as we go along. That's all I'm
Quite
saying.
unreasonable. Quite unreasonable. I thought Argentina.
Hey,
Messi did
you know
well
what
for
I
the team.
want?
Yeah.
I want to see him less and Argentina go on more.
Yeah, that's true.
Or you want to see the team around?
He's carrying
you?
too much weight. He's carrying too much weight.
I want to see him less.
You remember when Bulls,
Argentina
you
go
remember when
more.
Chicago Bulls were relying too heavily on Michael Jordan? That's what the team looked like now.
Okay.
When Michael was giving people the ball to say, do something, man.
Yeah,
Dishing out to Steve Kerr.
Yeah.
And what's the name of the Yugoslavian crowd?
Tony Kukoc.
Tony Kukoc. We try to get him in the game.
agree.
That's what Messi did a while ago.
No.
Yes.
You're overrating the performance against Australia.
Listen, the
Lord
show-
Tour
It was a
Lord
good
Tour Martinez
performance,
got
but
2 chances that him should have put
How you
in.
grade the performance by Messi today? You'd give
By
that
his
a
standards or by
by
regular people's standards?
by his standards.
I'll give him a 6.5, 7 out of 10.
Exactly.
Me too.
Peter.
Me too. Slightly
How much
better
you want
than
out of
average.
10?
Slightly better than
but
average.
You want to get
Messi
10 out of
performance.
10
you're
every match?
No, you're talking as if it was a 9.
You have to remember
Or an
something.
8.
No. That 10 is Messi, you know. Other people don't get that 10, you know.
Yeah.
So that 9 out of 10
Messi's
is
10.
9 out of 10.
Messi
Messi-
6
Yes.
is somebody's 10.
Yes,
That's correct.
precisely.
That's correct. That's
so for
correct.
Messi,
Let's be fair. Let's
for
be
Messi
fair.
to get 10 out of 10, he probably have to go score 5 goals, which him do already in a
No,
match.
it will
These
be a
are the
hat
goals
trick.
I want to see.
A 10 out of 10 is a hat trick for Messi.
No, for him. For the standards that
plus a
are
hat trick of assists.
Yeah, that's him right.
It's a
That's
6
him
love
right.
with
Yes,
Messi
yeah.
providing
So
three and
Messi's
scoring three.
6.5
I want to see him
is 9 out of 10 for all the players.
You're marking her.
down one love
I-
and just
I think you're
take over
marking
the
her.
Why
game.
you want Argentina to go down one love?
I want to see how him react when he's down one.
I think
goal.
you should write the book. You should. It's like how we have 50
Okay.
Days of Fire.
Yeah, please remember the book.
They're going to write a book of how to
Yeah.
overcome
Can I say
all
one
your
thing before we go?
obstacles.
We gone over time, but can I say one more thing?
Yeah.
I am calling on the Prime Minister to legalize the herb. Is that fair?
It's legal. Why are you coming with that?
No,
illegal.
it's decriminalized. It's not legal. I will explain. I will
Okay,
explain.
okay.
And it's not for me. I'm not a smoker.
Yeah. So I mean, next week again, we will be down to some of the semifinalists,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
or probably all of the semifinalists, and
Yeah.
a lot to play for starting from tomorrow going on. World Cup definitely will take over the show again next week, and the greatest show on earth. Continue to watch and enjoy. Who rate Messi? Who rate Ronaldo? Who carry Brazil? Who carry African teams? Just enjoy the great show. Love the football. Come once every 4 years, and I mean it's a spectacle.
Yes. Who's up next?
DJ Soji
Yes.
will be your DJ right now. And from the Primal Sports Decks, one love, and from the Primal team.
Peace. See you next week, same
Peace out.
time.
Good.